Okay. Good evening and welcome to the Darien Ice House.
We are live from the Darien Ice House here in Darien, Connecticut on the DAF Media Network. Varsity boys ice hockey tonight between the Darien Blue Wave and the Hamden Green Dragons. Hi, everybody. I'm Damian Andrew. Joining me tonight, Bill Kirby, as he did throughout much of last season. High school varsity hockey, our debut here this season, 2018-2019 on the DAF Media Network. Have some new camera positions. Bill's trying some things out, so we're coming in hot here, but we are live.
We'll get there.
And we are underway here. Darien in the home whites, Hamden in the dark green with the yellow trim jerseys, and Darien moving from left to right, Hamden moving from right to left. So glad you could join us on this DAF Media broadcast. The DAF Media Network, a joint venture of the Darien Athletic Foundation and the Darien Foundation. And Bill Kirby, this is a Darien boys hockey team coming off a tough 3-2 loss to the perennial powerhouse out of Rhode Island, LaSalle Academy. 3-2 overtime loss. That was held at the Stanford Twin Rinks last week. Say that 3 times fast.
Yeah, easy for you to say. Yeah, I actually caught that. It was a good game, and I think Coach Bud was largely pleased. You certainly, they outshot him almost 2-1. Darien did, and probably deserved a little better result than that. But my opinion, the LaSalle goalkeeper was the best player on the ice, and he was really the difference in the game. But I think, for the first game, relatively young team for Coach Bud. He's certainly I think was happy with the performance and the effort, and hopefully they'll look to build on that tonight.
The goalies tonight for Darien, Henry Feifel, the senior, one of the top keepers in the state. And for Hamden is Donald Moorcroft, the senior goalie. A couple of really good goaltenders tonight, Bill, in this one.
Yeah, no, I think, if you look at Hamden, certainly, along with Fairfield Prep, I would say, are, and while you can't leave New Canaan or Greenwich, Ridgefield, Notre Dame West Haven, Notre Dame Fairfield out of that conversation. But Hamden certainly, for a long, long time, dominated Connecticut hockey. 17 state championships, 7 runner-up finishes. Prep also has 17, I believe, and haven't gotten to the finals quite as many times. I think they've got 4 or 5 second-place finishes. But Darien's coming off a couple of subpar years where they were just a snook under 500. But, you can't forget 2014, 15, and 16. Darien got to the state championship 3 years running and won those last 2 years after dropping an overtime game to Prep in 2014. So hopefully the Wave is looking to get back to their winning ways again this year after, rebuilding for a couple years.
Yeah, you said it, 17 state titles for the Hamden Green Dragons program. This is a program that is rich in tradition. Here's Hamden, puck in front of the nets and into the corner as Darien tries to clear it out of their zone here.
Yeah, I think the kids are excited, about the squad this year. It's, again, they took their lumps a little bit the last couple years. You're coming off that championship season in 2016. You had a large graduating class, number of kids left for prep school, and your two top returning forwards that year. One of them missed almost the entire season, and Thomas Sulger. Max Romine missed half the season with a shoulder injury. So, hopefully they can stay healthy this year and, get back on the positive side of 500.
Darien, of course, coached by Mac Budd in his 4th season as the Blue Waves head coach, as the Blue Wave now across center ice and into their offensive zone. Trying to get the puck on net, score one of those greasy goals as you always talk about.
Yep, no, they're going to need a couple of those, I think.
And Mac Budd was happy in the loss. I mean, if you can be happy after a loss, saw some good things from his team against a really solid LaSalle Academy team. And that was a game where Darien had chances late in the 3rd period, just couldn't quite capitalize.
Yeah, it was a fun game. There wasn't a really high shot total. I think Darien ended up with 25 or so shots, and I think LaSalle had 17. But it was, good defensive battle. Both goalies played well. But again, the LaSalle keeper was particularly excellent. He had, I'd say, 4 or 5 grade A stops, and that was the difference in the game. Getting a little physical here in the corner. I'm a little blocked out. Can't quite see that. Max Sharp throwing his weight around a little bit. Wave have yet to register a shot on goal. Hamden has just a couple, but no one's been able to really control the puck in the offensive zone for a sustained period here thus far. All right, looks like Hamden's going to pop on the power play here, 6 minutes in. Looks like Jack Massey going off for 2 minutes for elbowing. Hamden will bring out their top unit of A.J. Ludi, Eddie Fran Casso, and Michael Gethings. Hamden sliding the puck, just shoots one wide there of Feifel. Gregory pressuring on the wall. Hamden tries to force one through. It's picked off by the Wave killer. It was Matty Florida. The first 40 seconds, decent kill so far for the Wave. Up the turnover by Hamden. Weren't able to generate anything on that first setup inside.
So we do not have a clock tonight. We apologize for that. Had some issues with that beforehand, but we will keep you updated. 8:08 remaining in the first period. Less than a minute on the power play.
Yeah, good kill so far for the Wave. Scant pressure so far for Hamden. I think Coach Hall will want to clean that up a little bit. They had one good look and they passed on it, unfortunately for them. 51 seconds here left on the kill for the Wave. Safino tried to ice that. It was knocked down at the Hamden blue line. And we'll have a whistle to Feifel's left in the neutral zone. Jamison Moore wins the face-off back to Gregory. Gregory ices it. Hamden keeper Moorcroft stops it, and here comes Hamden back up the ice with 33 seconds left on the man-up opportunity. Hamden sets up on the near wall here. Just squirts out over the blue line. As the puck popped over the Hamden defenseman's stick. Now they're coming in to Feifel's right here. Puck squirts out. Moore plays it behind. And the Wave ices it. That was Sean Bradley icing the puck. And the Wave kills it. We're 7:09 to play here, and a lot of back and forth, but not a lot of opportunity so far. Hamden's registered 3 shots on goal. The Wave have yet to get a quality opportunity here.
Hamden comes into this game 1-0. They beat New Canaan. New Canaan was on the ice against Simsbury before this one. Simsbury winning that game in a really tight one here at the Darien Ice House.
What was the final there, Damien?
4-3.
4-3 Simsbury, okay.
The captains for Darien, C.J. Hathaway, all seniors, James Gregory, who we've mentioned already, and Hudson Picorni. And Feifel covers that up. I've asked you this before, Bill Kirby. Henry Feifel has been terrific in his career between the pipes for Darien, regarded as one of the top public high school goalies in the state. What makes him so special between the pipes?
Well, I think first and foremost, he's very athletic. He's a fine lacrosse player. He's going to play lacrosse at Drexel down in Philadelphia next year. One of Coach Braymar's better midfielders, and he's athletic. He's big. He's got some size. He's not afraid to challenge a shooter. Moves around well. And you know, really, what you want is in your keeper and someone of Henry's ability is making all the saves you're supposed to make. It's those weak goals that can really deflate a team, and then occasionally you need to make some saves that you probably aren't supposed to make and steal a few. And you know, kind of that's what the LaSalle keeper did the other night to Darien. So it's you know, having a good goaltender. You know, if you look back at those 3 teams of the Wave that got to the state finals, winning twice. You know, they were all backboned by certainly a strong defense, but you had 3 all-state goaltenders in Michael Cologne, Will Massey, and David Voigt. And so having a top-notch goalie really makes it, you know, gives you a chance of being successful, you know, much greater, and really you build up from there. And it's certainly a nice luxury to have someone of Henry's ability back there with this relatively young Darien team this year.
Puck up against the boards as Hamden dumps it into the Darien zone, and that'll be an icing.
Yeah, I think both teams still kind of feeling each other out. Again, you know, we've only had 4 or 5 shots here, you know, on goal with just over 5 minutes left in the first. So, you know, a lot of play, you know, above the dots so far in both zones.
I want to apologize when I haven't been on the mic with Bill tonight. I've been running around trying to get some things taken care of on the technical end. I don't know if you mentioned this or not, but Todd Hall is the Hamden head coach, and he played in the AHL with the Hartford Wolfpack. Also had a standout, distinguished career at Hamden High School. And you and I were talking the other day off camera about some of the players that have come out of Hamden High School, including Jonathan Quick. Here's Darien with a 2-on-2, and a nice defensive effort that time by Hamden's Connor Gethings. And that is a name, as you know, the Gethings name, Hamden High School. A lot of history with that name. They've the family goes back a long way with the program.
Well, yeah, as I stated earlier, it's, you know, the history at Hamden high school hockey is really incredible, and you know, along with Fairfield Prep, really the 2 standard bearers, you know, over the last 40 years in high school hockey in Connecticut. Incredible 24 trips to the state finals. Which is really, when you think about it, remarkable. Again, when you look at programs like Greenwich, Ridgefield, New Canaan, Darien, West Haven, Notre Dame, Fairfield, and then of course Hamden and Prep. So, and they lose kids. They've got kids going to Notre Dame, Fairfield. They've got kids going to Notre Dame, West Haven, and like us, kids going to prep school too. But no, it's a great program, and to my recollection, I would say Todd Hall's probably the best player ever to play there.
As Feifel covers it up, the whistle blown.
More recently, you've had kids like Jeremy Ruth, who left after a couple years, went to Kent for a few years. He's playing for the New Hampshire Junior Monarchs this year. He's a fine player. He played a lot against my son over the years. And you also have Joe O'Connor, who was there for a couple years before going off to Westminster Prep, and now he's at Quinnipiac playing. Very good defenseman for Rand Pecknold up there for Quinnipiac, which I think is worked their way up to top 5 in the rankings this year. They're having a really nice year.
Rand Pecknold has done a terrific job with that program, and they play in an absolutely state-of-the-art barn, which houses both the Bobcats basketball team and its hockey team.
Yeah, certainly the president a few years ago, they decided to really pump some money in athletics, and they've certainly spruced that campus up. And as you say, that barn, I guess I prefer the Whale down the street a little bit
it is a great
more, being that it's older and so historic, but the
well, you played in some great barns. Of course, Bill played college hockey in Schenectady, New York at Union College, and that's a great barn there. And then, of course, the Houston Fieldhouse, your rivals RPI, that is a historic barn in upstate New York.
Yeah, I think that's about to get a facelift too, which is probably long overdue. That's another rich program, and when I was in school, they were absolutely loaded with that team that won the national title in 1984. Probably had 10 future NHLers on it, several of whom were ended up having Hall of Fame careers. Adam Oates being one, tremendous player for the Washington Capitals for a long time, well over 1,000 points in his career. But that was quite a team for Coach Mike Odessa, and it's nice to see the alumni. I think have put some pressure on the administration and are going to redo Houston Fieldhouse in a big way, which is great.
New line on the ice for Darien. 2 minutes and 15 seconds remaining in the first period. Damian Andrew alongside Bill Kirby. Our director is Ted Brennan, and our instant replay coordinator tonight is Thomas Kiernan. Want to thank both of them. On our main camera is Sam Cragen, doing a great job. New location for camera one for high school hockey here at the Darien Ice House. Puck into the corner, and we've got a whistle here.
Looks like Zaffino's going off for a hooking there right at the blue line. So Hamden will go back for their second power play. The minute 53 left to play here in the first.
And this is a game, the girls game coming up after this. Darien taking on the co-op team from Ridgefield and Danbury. But this, all the proceeds from this event go to Brain Cancer Research Memorial Sloan Kettering Cancer Center, which is a terrific thing that they're doing.
Yeah, MSK is one of the best in the country too. That's it's great that the kids are getting involved with this.
That shot sails wide.
E.J. Ludi got some wood on it, but just it was a pretty bad angle. It was a little lower than he probably would have liked to have been. Went right across the slot.
A.J. Ludi, Michael Gethings, keep an eye on them. Number 8, number 2 for the Hamden Green Dragons. That puck gets away from Connor Gethings.
Yeah, Eddie Fracasso is the third player in that line. I know Coach Hall is looking for big things from those three this year. You know, Hamden's bringing back, they brought back 10 forwards from last year's team.
Nice save by Feifel.
That one surprised him a little bit. Thought he had it. And as I was saying, they're bringing back 10 forwards, 6 defensemen, and both their keepers. So, you know, a little more experience in the green right now than for the white. But, you know, Darien's got some nice youth and just enough experience to put together what should be a pretty solid team this year.
A.J. Ludi is the captain for the Hamden Green Dragons. The puck Up against the boards as Darien clears it. And a shift change here for the Blue Wave.
All right, we'll go back to 4-on-4 hockey here for the balance of the period. Looks like, yeah, it looks like Ludy's going off for a slash. That's a good call. That happened right in front of us here below the goal line behind Feifel.
38.2 seconds remaining in this one, in the first period, I should say, of this one. No score. Not surprising, two quality programs here. Thanks again for joining us on the DAF Media Network, a joint venture of the Darien Athletic Foundation and the Darien Foundation. Our hockey debut here this season. And we've got the girls game coming up after this. Darien taking on Ridgefield Danbury. .6 seconds left in the first quarter. Icing the call there.
Icing. I'm going to say 19.6 left in the first period, and yes, icing there. Yeah, it's good. It's been a good period. I think, as I said, both teams kind of feeling each other out. Not a lot of high-quality chances either way. Hamden had a nice look there. Really the first one all night on the power play just at the end there. Feifel just got his glove on it to keep it out. Might have been going a touch wide.
There's Gregory from the point.
Yeah, goalie never saw that. He just missed high and wide.
James Gregory had a goal in that 3-2 loss to LaSalle Academy.
Yeah, it was actually a short-handed goal. One of the forwards made a nice play below the net and fired it out to the point. Gregory got some good wood on it and found the top corner.
And so that will do it after the first period. No score on the scoreboard. Darien and Hamden. We will take a break and we will be back with more live hockey here on the DAF Media Network. We are back here at the Darien Ice House on the DAF Media Network. Damian Andrew, Bill Kirby. No score after the first period. Darien Hamden. Second period is underway. Fresh 15 minutes on the clock here. We do not have a clock down in our bottom of your screen. We apologize for that, but we will update you with the time as we proceed in this one. Here's Darien now moving from right to left here in this second period as they move the puck around here against this Hamden defense. Here's Gregory, shot from the point. And it's cleared out by the Green Dragons. Bryce Riccatelli, the sophomore.
That's another Hamden name. It's been around for a while. I think the older brother Peter was one of the better players in the team a few years back. So the Wave will have had a little over a minute of power play time once that we went 4-on-4 for 6 seconds. And the Wave have been on the power play here for a little over 30 seconds, and they've got 48 seconds left playing 5-on-4.
This is a rematch of last year's game at Lou Astorino Rink, Hamden's home ice. The Green Dragons beat the Blue Wave in that one.
Another whistle here as the puck jumps out over the glass into the stands.
6-4 was the final in last year's matchup. But a new season here for both of these squads. Darien off to the 0-1 start. A tough 3-2 overtime loss to LaSalle Academy out of Rhode Island, the defending state champs up there. And one of the better schools in New England. Darien wins the faceoff.
Bradley and Erickson battle for it. Moore picks it up behind the goal there, throws it out to the point to Stein.
Stein over to Gregory. The shot and off the backboards.
Yeah, I'm sure James would like to have that one back. Got a little too much mustard on that. Fired it high.
Gregory brings it out from behind his own net. And here comes Darien. Puck scoots past Gregory. He comes up with it. Action in the neutral zone here.
And back to even strength. Hamden kills off that Wave man-up opportunity.
Puck along the near boards here. And Hamden dumps it into the Darien zone. Line change for the Blue Wave. No score here. Under 13 minutes remaining in the second period. And the stop by Moorcroft, the senior goalie for Hamden.
It's a good, nice low shot there by Hathaway, but no screen in front, so the goalie had a good look at it. It's a first shot on goal of the period, about 2.5 minutes in.
Another shot, puck in front. And here comes Hamden going the other way. A little 2-on-1 opportunity here. And a nice stop by Feifel. Puck in front of the Darien goal. Hamden can't get off a shot. Dumped into the corner, around the boards.
Puck's bouncing around. People seem to be having a hard time getting control of it.
You know, we mentioned in the first period the rich tradition really of both of these programs, but the Hamden tradition goes back a long way. So does the Darien tradition. As a matter of fact, you and I were texting before this one, and in 1969, these two teams, these two programs met in the state finals. Hamden coming away with a 3-2 win.
Actually, Hamden won 68. Darien won in 69. Because prior to 2015, that was the last time Darien won the state championship. over Hampton
Right,
in
correct.
1969.
Correct.
And those two teams had played the prior year as well,
Yep,
68 for the state finals, but I don't have a record of the score of that one.
Yeah, Darien, of course, going back-to-back in 2015 and in 2016, Mac Bud's first season as the Wave head coach, had been an assistant on the 2015 state championship team. Puck in the corner. Under 11 minutes remaining, 10:50 to be exact. No score in this one. Big hit up against the boards. There's a loose stick on the ice. And
Loose and
the official picks
broken.
that up.
There's there'll be a sale in blue line tomorrow. Speaking of blue line, our good friend Jamie Tropsa, looks like Hamden's going back to the power play here. I was talking to Jamie earlier. We were talking about what a prolific career Todd Hall had at Hamden, then at BC and UNH after that. And Jamie actually coached him at Mid-Fairfield.
I'll be darned.
When he was a youth player. So Jamie's got his mitts all over the place, and he'll be selling a new stick to somebody tomorrow on top of that.
Was looking for something to do after his pro hockey career was over, and I read an interview with him, and he said, I felt almost obligated to give back to the Hamden community that had given me so much, and impart some of the wisdom that I've picked up in the game to the youth coming up. And that says a lot about Todd Hall.
Oh, indeed. Yeah, no, the kids are lucky to have somebody like that. And particularly, when you grow up in the program and you want to give back, that's neat. And it, again, speaks to the history and the tradition of Hamden hockey.
And we've got a whistle.
Hamden was just a little shy of the red line there when they dumped it in, so they're going to get an icing. And they've got a minute 41 left here on the man advantage.
9:39 remaining in the second period. No score in this one. Face off in the Hamden zone here. And Darien wins it. Gregory throws it on net, spatted away by Hamden. And here comes the Dragons on the attack. Around the board. Hamden in the green, moving from left to right. Darien in the home whites. Blue pants moving from right to left. Big check there by Eddie Fracasso. Nice clear out there by Massey. Jack Massey, the junior defenseman for Darien.
Hamden gets whistled for a hand pass. That'll come outside the zone. And again, not a lot of puck control going on. I've got Hamden with 7 shots, and the Wave have 4 so far, and we're almost at the midpoint of the game here. Really been a defensive battle through the first period and a half here.
Certainly different than the way things played out last year. 10 goals in that regular season matchup between these two teams a year ago on Hamden's home ice. 6-4 Green Dragons win. And the Green Dragons bring it out and across the blue line as they go to work on offense. Tyler Routh, the senior center, throwing it on net.
Waves having trouble getting the handle on the puck here.
Trying to kill that power play. Here comes Darien. Max Sharp.
And that's going to be interference, cross-checking, or both. Yep, cross-checking. Nice hustle by the Wave there.
Matt Daleleader ended up in the net.
And I'm sure Coach Hall is going to be disappointed with that. That was completely unnecessary. We did not have control of the puck there, and Daylater was no threat at all. Dumb penalty by Hamden there.
Good crowd on hand here at the Darien Ice House. Colder inside here, Bill Kirby, than it's been outside all day. Got a little bit of a warm kick out there.
Yeah, I think we touched 50 today, and it's not 50 in here, I'll tell you that much.
We did touch 50.
All right, so the Wave will have a minute 52 here. That the first penalty on Darien expires, and so now the Blue Wave will go to the power play, see what they can muster here.
So Darien with the man up. 6:45 remaining in the second quarter, no score. Here comes Darien. Hathaway with the puck across the blue line. Hathaway near the far boards. Gives it to Gregory. Shot.
Blocked again, yeah. We just can't seem to get the puck to the net from the point. Hamden's done a nice job.
Gregory again brings it across the blue line. Skates in. Centering pass. Shot. Stop. Puck in front and whistle blown.
And Picorni had one look at it there.
Picorni with a nice look on the pass from Gregory.
Yeah, it was a really nice play by Gregory there. Gaining zone entry, taking it wide, took his time, went wide behind the net, found somebody in the high slot. That first shot got blocked, and then Picorni got the loose change there, but couldn't get it underneath the Hamden keeper. Moorcroft with a nice play.
Gregory's so tall but skilled with the puck.
Yeah, he's long. He can rifle it.
Puck in front of the Hamden goal. Luke Johnston, the sophomore, with a shot covered up by Moorcroft.
Coach Bud would want to see that puck get to the net a little quicker there by Johnston.
Both keepers, both goalies have played well, Bill, in this one. As you
well,
said
I think
earlier,
they're both
defensive.
returning players,
Yep.
and so I think if you talk to Coach Hall and Coach Bud, they both expect a lot out of their keepers this year, and certainly tonight they're getting it.
41 seconds remaining on the penalty. Hamden able to clear that. And here comes Darien as they mount an attack. Jack Massey up against the boards, and it's taken away by the Green Dragons.
All right, 13 seconds left. Well, the Wave have done a little better job on this latest power play here. They've been able to get the puck to the top of the umbrella and gotten a few shots through finally from the point. I'd like to see the home team try and take the goalie's eyes away a little bit more.
Puck in the corner around the boards and cleared away by the Green Dragons. 5 seconds remaining on the
Yeah, that'll do it.
Darien power play, and it has expired. We're back to even strength here. 6 minutes remaining in the second period. Still no score. We've got a good one here on the DAF Media Network. Damian Andrew alongside the former Union College hockey player Bill Kirby. So glad that you could be with us. We have got a cast of thousands here on the production side of this DAF Media Network broadcast. Sam Cragen on camera one. Ted Brennan is our director. Instant replay is Thomas Kiernan. Thomas Kiernan, a late ad for us, giving up his Saturday night to bring you this game. Here comes Darien. Dayleader up against the board, and Max Sharp with the puck. And we're going to have a penalty here on Hamden.
Yeah, that was high. Got him in the face there. They're going to call roughing. Just got his hands up.
And he knew it. Michael Gethings will head to the box. 5:30 remaining. Clock stopped here. Remaining in the second period. And it'll be a Darien power play here for the next 2 minutes. See if the Blue Wave can capitalize on offense.
This is a big game for the Wave, too. After dropping their first one to LaSalle, they've got prep next week. And that's certainly always a tough one. And then you've got Greenwich after that. So, you know, as usual, the Waves open up with a tough schedule. And you'd like to get a couple doubles under your belt.
No, certainly would. Darien lost 6 of its first 7 a year ago and then finished strong, went unbeaten in 7 of its last 9 games. And I know head coach Mac Budd would like to change that this season. And
Indeed.
Get off to a strong start and finish strong.
Well, you certainly have some tough FCX opponents, but there are some certainly winnable games in the FCX as well, typically. And
well, certainly Ridgefield, New Canaan,
Greenwich,
Ridgefield, the defending conference champs. 4:18 remaining in the second period. 45 seconds left on the Darien power play. And here comes the Wave. Gregory with the puck. Brings it across the blue line. Looking for someone in front.
Nice, another nice play by Gregory. Moore can't find the back of the net on that one.
Jamison Moore, the sophomore, just couldn't put it in the back of the net. And a whistle.
Gregory will go off to the box there. Refs are conferring here, deciding whether or not they're going to give Gregory 5 for that. It looks like they decided to give him 2. 2 minutes for charging to Gregory there, so the Wave will wipe out their last 22 seconds of man-up opportunity, and they'll be man down in 22 seconds here with 3:52 to play in the second. Wave getting a little better of the shots here in the second. I have them out shooting. The shots are 5-2 in the second, which puts them now 8-7 for the game in favor of the Wave. Again, definitely been a defensive battle here with not a lot of offense either way.
3:52 remaining in the second period. Still no score. Hockey's a funny sport, right? 6-4, 10 goals in last year's matchup between these two, and we have yet to see our first goal in this one, and we are more than halfway through this game. Big non-conference matchup, as you just mentioned, Bill, between the Darien Blue Wave and the Hamden Green Dragons. Fiorita behind the net, trying to put the puck on net.
The Wave are man down now, so Hamden will have a minute and a half left on the power play here.
Here comes Hamden. Hamden setting something up here on offense. 5-on-4, under 3 minutes remaining in the second period.
Just fired wide there. Nice low shot from 23, Green. Who's that on defense for Coach Hall? Oh, that's Gethings, yes, of course.
Gethings, he's been all over the place.
The younger, that's Connor on the defense, sophomore. His brother,
and there is
Michael.
An older brother who played for Hamden.
Yeah, you do seem to get a little bit of that up there, which is great. It's fun to see. I mean, we've certainly seen that here a little bit with hockey. C.J. Hathaway's older brother played. A couple of the Knowltons played for the program. Brendan Hathaway and his brother also, their CJ's cousins played for the team. We had a couple Voights, a couple Masseys, a couple Knowltons.
Stopped by Feifel.
Of late, a couple Hazeltons, so it does happen. You certainly see a lot for both Lisa Lindley and girls lacrosse, and Jeff Braemar on the boys' side as well.
Yeah, a number of the Darien players on the ice tonight will play lacrosse in the spring. You mentioned Feifel being one of them. Hudson Picorni as well.
Yeah, Jamison Moore is a nice player. His dad was a very fine player and has given a lot of time back to D.Y. Lax over the years. He coached my son back in the day. Great guy, great coach.
Hamden looking at him put it in the back of the net.
Yeah, just again, like a lot of that we've seen, they just couldn't quite get the handle on it, bouncing around there. They took 3 or 4 shots, not one of them got to the net.
And we are back to even strength as Darien kills the Hamden power play. And now here comes the blue wave going the other way. Pump along the far board.
Nice play by Bennett McDermott there to keep the puck in more on the forecheck here.
Line change for Darien. Going the other way, Hamden now.
Clock's ticking down here, minute to go, still 0-0.
Line change for the Dragons after they dump it into the Darien zone. Here comes Gethings with the puck. That would be Connor, the sophomore. Time running out here in the second period. Under 30 seconds remaining as Hamden looks to get off a shot. If you like defense, this has been the game for you. Sam Erickson tried to attack, had that puck taken away. Feifel with the stop with 5.2 seconds remaining. He covers it up.
Yeah, Massey on the turnover there led to a good opportunity, but Feifel was all over that one.
Well, Bill Kirby, 5.2 seconds remaining in the second period. The third period looms large for both of these teams.
Yeah, let's see. Let's have Darien win this face-off, and there we go.
And that will do it for period number 2 here at the Darien Ice House. No score between Darien and Hamden. We'll take a quick break, and we will be back with third period action here between Darien and Hamden on the DAF Media Network, a joint venture of the Darien Athletic Foundation and the Darien Foundation. We are back here live on the DAF Media Network. Thank you so much for joining us tonight for this live stream of high school varsity boys ice hockey here from the Darien Ice House. After 2 periods, no score between Darien and Hamden, a big early season non-conference matchup. We're going to take a look back at some of the highlights from the first 2 periods of this one. There's Feifel with a nice stop there. We're going to take a, there's another Feifel save right there. And Donald Moorcroft of Hamden playing well between the pipes for the Green Dragons, the senior. The stop right there, gets the rebound too. As we take another look at that, a little extracurricular. But a defensive matchup between these two this evening here at the Darien Ice House. Another nice save there by Moorcroft. And as our very own Bill Kirby said earlier, you'd expect the kind of goaltending that we're seeing tonight with 2 senior goaltenders. There's another Feifel save, and a nice job by our Ted Brennan and Thomas Kiernan, bringing you those highlights from the first 2 periods. No goals yet. 0-0 is the score after 2 periods. We're about ready to head into the 3rd period, and we'll see what happens. We'll take a quick break. We'll be back with more hockey on the DAF Media Network. We are back here live on the DAF Media Network. We're just about ready to drop the puck on the third period here from the Darien Ice House. It has been a good one between Darien and Hamden, as you'd expect. Two quality programs. Here's James Gregory off the faceoff. And Darien will be skating from left to right here on your screen. Hamden from right to left. We apologize, we do not have a clock on our screen for you at the bottom of your screen, but we will bring you updates periodically to keep you informed on that. Right now, we are a little over 30 seconds in to the third period. Bill, not much scoring in this one. Damian Andrew, Bill Kirby, but certainly a lot of defense. We got a whistle there.
Yeah, 22 for Green, heading off for Slash there on, that's Bryce Riccatelli. Yeah,
So,
just enough of a chop on Stein there, knocked the stick out of his hands. Refs are going to call that all day long.
So Darien with a early opportunity to go on the power play as Riccatelli heads to the box.
Yeah, refs are calling this one pretty tight. Another puck that didn't get to the net there. Hamden's done a great job tonight blocking shots.
5-on-4 here. Gregory from the point. The shot is blocked.
Once again.
And it trickles across the blue line. Gregory comes back up with it. Hathaway now. He goes down, as does Hamden's Alexander Pazio. Shot by Gregory, puck in front, cleared away by Hamden. Another shot by Darien, hits the far boards. Matthew Stein unloaded one.
Yeah, just missed the mark there, unfortunately.
New line for Darien on the ice. Erickson. Jamison Moore in the corner. Connor Gethings and Jamison Moore fighting for the puck. And the whistle is Moorcroft covers it up. 12:53 left in the third period. No score. Darien 41 seconds still on the power play here. And as the clock ticks down, Bill, you get to thinking that it might be a first goal in.
Yeah, absolutely. Another one.
Still a lot of hockey left, though. Anything can happen.
No, it just takes one, but you know, they feel like once one comes, you might get a few more after it. But again, both goalies playing well, and there just haven't been a lot of high-quality chances tonight.
Here comes Hamden. Puck in the corner. Jamison Moore comes away with it. And he skates across center ice. Gets it over to Erickson. Erickson tries to get a shot off, does not. Puck in front. Moorcroft with a nice save. Here's Gregory. Puts it on net, and it's blocked.
Yeah, that one might have been the best chance there. Bradley just couldn't quite get the handle on that, jam it home. Wave had 3 cracks at it right in front there.
New line on the ice for the Blue Wave. Under 12 minutes remaining in the third period, no score. And we are back to even strength. Here comes Darien. The penalty kill units for both of these teams, Bill, have played well tonight.
Absolutely. Yeah, done a nice job keeping the puck on the perimeter, limiting the chances in tight for sure, which is exactly what you want from a defensive standpoint. We got a few fans that couldn't quite make it tonight. We've got some people watching down in Longboat Key tonight. We'll give them a shout out. I think there's also some Blue Wave hockey fans watching on Woodley Road and outside Chicago today. And lastly, we've got some reason Daphne Budd's not here. She's wandering around New Canaan, so we'll give her a shout out. Keeping Mr. Smith out of trouble, I think.
10:45, no score. Damian Andrew, Bill Kirby, thank you for joining us on the DAF Media Network, our first hockey game of the season. And we're so happy that we could bring it to you. I want to give a shout out to our DAF Media production crew as well. But first, here comes Darien, a little 2-on-2 across the blue line. James Conway.
Nice hustle by Conway there. Fires one good low shot.
Matthew Stein. Puck in front. Number of underclassmen on this Darien team. Of course, Darien graduated 12 seniors from last year's squad. So some fresh faces on the ice for the Blue Wave this season. Puck goes into the Darien bench. A stop and play here, stoppage and play. 10:02 remaining in the third period. No score.
Oh, we're getting down to crunch time now. You know, you look at the clock as a line, you probably have, 4, maybe 5 shifts left max, so you got to make the most of it.
9:58 remaining here in the third period. Hamden wins the faceoff. And here comes Darien. 2-on-1. Nice pass.
Great pass by Picorni. Bennett McDermott made a beautiful move.
And he just couldn't put it in.
Couldn't quite find the handle there on the doorstep.
And he knows it. He's fired up. 9:19 left here. Stoppage and play. No score. Darien nearly puts one in the back of the net as McDermott just couldn't quite direct it between the pipes. So it'll be a face-off here in the Darien zone. Gregory behind the net. And the puck scoots into the Hamden zone. Darien now attacking the shot, and that is a goal. Sean Bradley, the sophomore, 16, puts it in the back of the net. Bradley is fired up, goes over to the student section, and a big goal by Sean Bradley. I mentioned underclassmen, and there is one right there getting it done.
Yeah, it was a great shot, fired it up. Goalie, I don't think saw it, but that's one of those pucks that had eyes, and again, Hamden's been doing a really nice job blocking shots tonight, keeping, as many shots as the Wave have. I'd say Hamden's blocked that many. You got to give credit to their toughness. They're certainly blocking a lot of rubber.
Great job by our director, Ted Brennan, and Thomas Kiernan, bringing you that replay of the Bradley goal.
No, the Wave have turned it up a little bit here in the third period, which is nice. I think they haven't been skating with quite the same pace that they played LaSalle at the other night. Part of that's due to Hamden. They're probably a little stronger, a little more mature, more physical team, and that's slowing them down a little bit. But I've got shots right now, 9-1 so far. That was Hamden's first shot on goal at just inside the 9-minute mark here. So, credit to the Wave for coming out and trying to take care of the things in their own backyard, which is exactly what you want to do.
So Bradley goes top shelf there, and he fires one into the back of the net, and it's 1-0 Darien with 8:17 remaining in the third period. Here's McDermott. As a new line on the ice for Darien. Fresh legs. 8 minutes remaining in the third period. 1-0 Blue Wave on the Bradley goal. And we've got a stoppage here. Shout out to our DAF media production crew once again. Can't say enough good things about them. Our director, Ted Brennan, our instant replay operator tonight. Stepping in at the last minute, Thomas Kiernan. Camera one, Sam Cragen, who has just done a terrific job on our main camera. And the puck will be dropped here in the Hamden zone.
I love that new setup in there. The top of the penalty box.
Yep.
I didn't realize Mr. Ferguson was a carpenter as well.
He does a little bit of everything. Our own DAF Media Zone, Bruce Ferguson, making a platform that, and that is a goal by Hamden.
Yeah, that's interesting. It was a really nice play by Hamden there, but prior to that, player came down, actually grabbed the Darien player's stick, should have been holding, then furthermore he took it and threw it, which is the delay of game. You absolutely cannot do that. They missed 2 penalties there.
Eddie Fracasso, Hamden senior, with the goal. The right winger scores. 7:42 now left in the third period. We are now tied at 1. So much for that idea that I had at the start of the third period, right? If you thought that maybe the first goal would do it in this one, but when the goals come, they come.
They
sometimes.
come, yeah. Tough one for Feifel there. He didn't have a chance on that, and he's been sitting down here, as I said. That's only the second shot he's seen this period, and it gets a little lonely when you're sitting there watching for most of the period.
And to be fair, Henry Feifel plays some of his best hockey in the big games against big non-conference teams.
No, there's nothing he could have done about that one.
Here comes Hamden. Feifel will cover that up. And fresh legs on the ice here for
Well, certainly when you get whistle at this stage of the game, you're going to want to change it up, watch your matchups. Coach Hall's running his top line hard here.
There's Hathaway, comes away with it, tries to get a shot off.
Yeah, Hamden's going back to the power play. That was dumb.
Yep, that'll be a penalty on, I believe, Gethings, right?
Yep, looked like it.
Yep.
Just they got the last shove in there against McDermott.
Yep.
He was on the ice, hit him from behind. Completely unnecessary.
6:46 remaining, 1-1 rather. And Darien will go back on the power play here. And it is Gethings as he heads to the box. There's Gregory. Tough pass there as he tries to get it to Matthew Stein. And Hamden now with the puck.
Yep, Gregory with the no look there. Didn't quite work out.
Puck up against the near boards.
Tried to be a fairly clever play there by Hamden, but he got caught. Actually, you can't close your hand on the puck, so he took it and threw it out of the into the Hamden bench. But referee saw it, was all over it, and there'll be a whistle to Moorcroft's left here.
And that is a Darien goal. So the Blue Wave answer. and Moorcroft just couldn't.
Yeah, that had some heat on it. Bradley got all that. He saw it. He had part of it, but just kind of slipped through his pad and his glove there.
So what a night here, Bill Kirby, for the sophomore.
Yeah.
Sean Bradley, his second goal, 2-1 Darien. 6:02 remaining here at the Darien Ice House. So the sophomore coming up big in an early season non-conference matchup against perennial state power Hamden.
No, I think Coach Bud's been very pleased with his play thus far, along with his two line mates, Erickson and Moore. They're nice players. I think they've played together a little bit in the past, and it shows. He's got some size for a sophomore, and he clearly can shoot the puck. So, hats off to him. There's another, what was that? Massey hit another shin pad, it looks like. Puck popped out. Here comes Bennett approaching the blue line.
Bennett so crafty with the puck.
Yeah, he's got great hands, no question.
So Bradley, the sophomore for Darien, in his first home game, stepping up.
Well, and as Coach Bud will tell you, once you put the sweater on, it doesn't really matter what year you are. If you're on the ice, he expects you to do your job, and you got to get it done.
Well, that's a great point, and that could be said for Hamden as well. Two quality programs, Darien and Hamden, as we've mentioned throughout. And when you wear the sweater with either the Hamden on it or Darien, it means something to these players.
Well, as you alluded to earlier, there's a lot of history on both sides here, and certainly while Hamden probably historically has been one of the standard bearers of Connecticut high school hockey. More recently with the Wave getting to the state finals 3 years running, as recently as 2014, 15, and 16. People are going to bring their A game when they come to Darien anytime, and no different tonight. Again, a classic game here between Hamden and.
We're going to take another look, Bill, at that Sean Bradley goal, the second one here by Bradley. And here it is. He just unloads and puts it in the back of the net. Gets past Moorcroft, the Hamden goalie.
Big spot here for the home team. Day leader off for a trip.
So Hamden now on the power play.
Nice block there by Gregory. Stepped out, blocked Gething's shot.
The Green Dragons with the advantage here. 4 minutes left in regulation. Nice stop by Feifel. Puck in the corner, and it's cleared out by Darien. 1:30 on the power play for Hamden. 3:45 left in the third period. Here's Gregory with the puck. And a stick is on the ice. And Darien clears it again. Matthew Stein. 3:30 left now in the third period. 2-1 Darien. Blue Wave clinging to that 1-goal lead in their home opener. Pucks along the near boards, down into the corner, and it scoots across center ice into the Hamden zone.
Nice job by Lancaster there, breaking up that play at the hash marks along the wall.
Yep, Nicholas Lancaster. And here comes Hamden.
A little high heat there. Feifel was all over that with the blocker.
A frenetic pace now here, under 3
wall. It's blocked by Hamden here. Point shot found its way through. Feifel grabbed it, smothered it.
Yes, it was.
17 left here.
I want to apologize. We were having some audio issues, Bill, for a couple of minutes. I think we have them resolved. And we are back here, 13.2 seconds remaining, 3-1 Darien, Sean Bradley, a couple of goals, and of course the empty netter by Sam Erickson. And we are just about done here from the Darien Ice House. And that hits the top of the house, if you will, the ceiling of the house. As Hathaway sends the puck sailing upward. And we are stopped here, 3.9 seconds remaining, 3-1 Darien. And that will do it here from the Darien Ice House as the Blue Wave win it 3-1 against a very good Hamden team, and a big win non-conference for Darien as they improve to 1-1 on the season. And Hamden falls to 1-1. Bill, your final thoughts here. I know you got to get out of here, but a pretty well-played hockey game by both teams, and then Darien able to capitalize in the third period.
Yeah, it was a fun game. Those are two teams I think are going to be around as the year wears on. But that's a nice win for the Wave. Again, after dropping a tough one the other night where they largely outplayed LaSalle in a tight one, came up empty in overtime, but to come around and beat Hamden with prep on the doorstep, I'm sure Mac will be pleased with that. There were parts of the game, it was a little sloppy, and not a ton of offense generated really until the third period, but ultimately the Wave got it going and ended up putting 22 shots on net to Hamden 17 by my count.
And you know what, Bill? We're going to take a look at what ends up being the game winner, Sean Bradley, the goal here. Nice work here by our Ted Brennan. And Bradley, Moorcroft gets a piece of it, but it's that was coming hard and fast.
Yeah, that one had eyes, and it just another quarter inch, and he had it. But fortunately for the home team, it managed to sneak through.
Bill Kirby, can't thank you enough, my friend.
Oh, my pleasure, as always.
A lot of fun. We will see you again throughout the season on the DAF Media Network. But again, Darien holds on to win 3-1 in their home opener here at the Darien Ice House. We'll have the girls hockey game coming up in a moment here on the DAF Media Network. Again, Darien wins 3-1. Have a great night, everybody.